and let's go for it. Go.
We're back on the Ride 9 Free Lounge, still joined by the best team in radio and a beautiful artist, young lady who's been with us through our journey. We watched her grow ever since she did the national anthem at City Field to now doing concerts all over the world. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 9 Free Lounge, the lovely, super talented Miss Fina Music. What's going on, Della? How are you?
I am great. Thank you for having me, guys. The
No,
new year. They look the same. It's crazy.
I don't know what the hell we supposed to look like.
You
You
know,
supposed
I
to
don't
hide,
know. Y'all,
degenerate.
no, y'all look
Added
extra
wrinkles.
shiny.
nah,
Not one wrinkle. I was like, y'all got Botox?
that, that's just shaving every day. But Fina,
Stick me.
you look phenomenal as
Yeah.
well, and your
Thank
music
you.
is even better. You got a new song that just dropped.
Yes, contigo.
Contigo. Dun, 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 dun.
That's like something you get at the local bodega, right?
No,
Let me
no.
get him a tigo.
Contigo means with you in Spanish.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can get that at the bodega. I'm with you.
And as an artist, obviously I've watched your journey, and
Yeah.
we built a friendship, and just to watch you grow and pivot to more Latin music. I think again, I've always found you as a soulful artist. No matter what you were singing, you brought energy, you brought passion, you brought enthusiasm, smile always, and I think that's what music needs. So no matter what the language is, it's always great music, and I salute you for that. Talk about this song here, how you put it out and what went behind the thoughts, because you write your music and writing the song.
So, how would I say? I mean, it was a team effort with Contigo, right? And I think with Contigo, what I love the most is, I love that you said I kind of pivoted over to the Latin. I came from English for people that don't know that are watching me for the first time. I came from the English market. I was doing the R&B, the hip hop vibes. And then out of nowhere, I just kind of pivoted over to the Latin. And what I love about Contigo, when I first came into the Latin, I'm not sure if you guys saw me when I released Sola.
Yes.
It was a Spanglish record. So it was English and Spanish. And the reason why I did that was so it doesn't confuse the audience when I first came into Latin. But then I went completely Latin. What's dope about Contigo is that with Contigo, I'm bringing back the Spanglish. And it starts in English, the record. So a lot of people
Yes.
got pulled a little like, what's going on here? Like, oh
Right.
shit, this is an English record. And then they're like, wait, the Spanish? Because it starts, even the beat starts different. So you're like, oh, maybe this is like a little hip hop, little vibe. And then the reggaeton beat drops, and you're
Yeah.
like, wait, what? So that's what I kind of wanted to do, bring back that vibe, give it a little New York, but still that Latin flavor. And I think that's where Contigo came from. Contigo's a record about, which I love. So I walked into this show and they were talking about cheating, right? That was the whole cheating.
We gave you a song title.
But this is the crazy
All
thing.
treated fairly.
Contigo, yeah, I mean, you can't make this up. Contigo is actually a record about a man that she caught cheating, and she gave him chances throughout the relationship.
As a
was
good woman should.
Yeah, I mean, she gave him many. I mean, I don't know about all that, right? I personally would not be giving all them chances, but
You're just an entertainer.
yeah. But in the record, it's about a woman. I mean, she didn't catch him cheating in the past,
She knew.
but there was a lot of issues in the relationship and things that he would do, maybe not giving her that emotional support,
Evidence.
and just things that she felt like I'm not really in a relationship where it's two of us. It just feels like
Right.
it's one way. And then this bomb hits, and she catches this man cheating, and she's like, I'm done. I'm out of here. So that's what song is called, With You. Like nothing goes right
So
with
when
you.
you write your own stuff.
Yes.
So is this kind of a mosaic of your life, or you draw off maybe experiences, or you'll watch the news and go, wow, that poor woman. I'm gonna write a song about that. What's some of the what inspires a Fina when it's time to write? Is it off of you and just your life mosaic, or is it where I'm putting out things I'm seeing around me that affect me and make me want to be more visual as an artist?
So I would say it depends. With Contigo in particular, it was actually a team effort. So writers, a very talented girl named Kaylee from Jersey. So shout out to Kaylee. Junior, really dope producer. He was involved in that as well. Me, hello, as one of the writers. So when you collab and write, and when you write alone, it's similar process. Sometimes if I'm writing completely alone, it's just me grabbing from things I've seen,
Mm-hmm.
things I'm going through at the moment, or sometimes I'm not going through it at all.
Yeah.
It's just something that I feel like is not being spoke about, or it's not being put into people's awareness, and I bring it out. Now, when you write in collaboration, I love that the most, because sometimes it could be a record that maybe you already wrote and then it came to me and I'm like, I'm going to put my 2 cents on it. So when you write like that, it's someone else's idea, and then you find the connector, and then you bring what you believe is the real, what is this saying? I went blank.
Nah, the real core, the
Yeah,
essence.
the real core of the record, and then you put your own take, and then I feel really that's when a big masterpiece comes out. So I definitely love writing in collab.
No, that's that's unique, because obviously I know that hasn't always been the case. So do you found like at this point in time you got this team behind you where it's not just on you? You know, you're as I would say, you're the LeBron James, and you got a coach, you got a GM, you got a trainer, and now that I don't have to just do it all on my own. It's a collaborative effort. So you're saying you appreciate that more?
Yeah, I mean, I love it. I personally love it, and then you get a lot more aspects. So there's times that there's records that drop, and people think is one writer, and there's hundreds of writers that created that one thought.
Right.
What's interesting about that is, imagine all 4 of you. I was hearing you guys on your different thing. Imagine everything you guys had to put it into one record.
Yeah.
Oh,
Chaotic,
hell no.
right?
That'd be a
Chaotic.
record that never ends.
It's chaotic, but it's dope, because now when the record releases, people identify to the record because little lines that you guys put in the song, somebody out there identified with it.
Right.
Whether it was your line, or your line, and you're all going for the same reasoning, but you're saying it different. So if I didn't understand you, maybe I understand her, even though you both had the same message.
Right.
And I think that's what's pretty dope.
Damn sure gonna understand me. I'm gonna tell you straight.
And that nobody gonna buy that song. But you know, as an artist in this day and age, right? And I love to bring this up because you're somebody that I look at. I mean, again, you're a beautiful woman. Ray Charles can see that. But the reality is that
crazy
You
word.
gotta do the wrist.
But-
You gotta do the wrist. No, Ray ain't gonna say you look beautiful.
but the reality is
The wrist.
that you're about your music. And I use this analogy a lot when I talk to artists. Is today's music more visual than audio? Because it seems like all these songs that come out, especially from the younger audience, is like it's more visual. They're doing all this stuff. The music you can't really vibe to the music. It has no rhythm to it. But you saw what they did on Instagram or TikTok. You're someone who appreciates the art form.
Yeah.
Do you find yourself in that conundrum? Because obviously it's a business and it's about selling units, because you got a team and everybody's got to eat and get paid, but then you want to stay true to the art form of just being this artist and that forget what I look like. I make great music. How do you kind of balance and do that 2-step into that new world, and then kind of just having that music be what it is really supposed to be about?
It's a tough one.
I know, that's why I asked.
Yeah, that's tough. Wow, your questions are even getting brighter and brighter.
What's my name?
He's getting older and older.
I'm like, back in the day when I
Yeah, it was right. Yeah, what you eating today? You know, where you going at after the show?
I was never that bad though.
I was like, Jesus Christ, now you guys are not playing games. All right,
You
that's
said
deep.
bananas.
You would say that.
I love the game. I was like,
Shut up, Rodeo. Let her ask the question. Go ahead.
Shout out to mommy, by the way, with the camera, always behind the scenes with me.
even though she said bananas, but how you doing anyway?
Banana is potassium. You should eat bananas. That's probably why you saying you looking young. So back to your question though, before
Yes,
we
ma'am.
veer off. I completely can't take him serious.
Show hasn't changed. See, it hasn't changed.
So I think you just have to find a balance,
Yeah.
like everything in life. Me personally, I'm more with the way the '90s
Yes.
used to kind of roll out with the whole music industry.
Your throwback.
Yes, I was more, I'm one of those cuspy millennials where I got a little bit of that, and then I got stuck here, and I'm like, what do we do here?
What was you listening to in the '90s?
Depends, because I was even listening to SWV, and I know that was like old, but I was like 5, 6, 7.
SWV. Yeah.
So like I was listening to that Jodeci.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You was
don't-
listening to a lot of
I like R&B. I mean, it was
fair. You was
R&B.
listening to a lot of
I like
fair
R&B.
music.
That's not a
Back
baby
then.
making
That was a lot of fair music.
Yeah, what? And what's his name? That guy that used to talk with the deep voice in the radio late at night.
Barry
Oh, I'm
White.
talking about
Quiet Storm.
Oh, Lenny.
Uh-huh.
Lenny.
Lenny
Yeah,
Green.
Yeah.
Vaughn
Harper.
because I don't know. I used to go to sleep. I mean, I should have
Yeah,
been sleeping at that time, right? But I was there listening to it. I used to listen to everything. But let's get back to his question because you see how he pushed your question out the way. Um,
I'm a good lawyer.
It's
TikTok.
your show, Fina. Do your thing.
TikTok is one of the biggest things out right
Yeah.
now.
Yes.
I hate TikTok. And I'm gonna say it on record. Anybody that knows me knows how much I hate TikTok. I just recently started, playing with the TikTok a little bit more and doing my videos. And then I'm not gonna lie, it's cute.
Yeah.
It's entertaining.
Right.
But it's just I'm still stuck on like the back in the day thing and not all these visuals. And now singers have to be content creators.
Right.
I'm more of a like I like singing and I like working on the craft. I didn't really want to be a content creator, but now in order to be in music, you have to be a content. You are a content
The
creator.
visual.
It's all
Correct.
visual.
Yes.
So you're
Right.
completely right. It's completely a visual thing
Mhm.
and a numbers thing too,
Yes.
which you didn't mention.
Yes.
So visuals and numbers. So where am I at with that now? I don't mind it. I'm becoming used to it. Like I said, I hate TikTok and here I am on TikTok. So you learn to hate and love it, right?
Or adapt.
Yeah, you just adapt and you
Right.
just get it done and that's it. It's just part of the job. So you gotta just adapt or get left behind, guys.
Again, we're talking to recording artist Fina Music. She's got a new song. What's that new song?
Music.
Music. I'm sorry, music.
And actually,
Like Sadie.
I
Instead of
love that
Sade.
you-
Go
I
ahead.
love that you said that. My name is actually just Fina as an artist. The
Now
problem
you go by
is,
Fina now.
I've
Okay.
always been Fina. The problem is that my social network is Fina Music. So
Well, we're going to end that today. Fina. That's easier to say anyway than going French.
yeah,
Music.
yeah.
So
no,
we're
it's
going back to
Music.
Fina.
But some people actually call me Fina Music. I don't mind it because it's my social network handle.
I call you Fina, but I just wanted to be respectful to the to the interview space because this is not. I'm playing my inner Brian Gumble right now, so I'm not really 950 cap. But again, that video aspect and different. Now again, you're still an independent artist, correct?
Absolutely, yep.
So from an independent standpoint, when it comes to revenue generation and it comes to those numbers you talk about, how are you balancing that part? Because we bring a lot of artists here. Oh, a few, not as much as we used to. Trust me, I can't deal with it. But I always tell people it's just like working a job, and you get to Friday and you go, "Well, I was here 40 hours. Would I get paid?" And you don't know what happens. I know you're a vet to the game, even though you're still young. But you're a vet. So how do you balance that with the team from a financial perspective? Because I'm assuming they got to come in and get on your plan because even though you got a team, you the captain, captus of the ship. That's what you said for female captus. Is that what they call them? I don't know. But you run the ship.
You
So
channeling
talk-
your inner Charles now?
I don't know. Maybe he is my brother.
She
It does
understands
come
what
out.
you
But
mean.
what do you? So how do you balance that from the independence and the money generation with just again having to pay for stuff out of pocket and really generating and growing the brand?
Well, it's as simple as it's gonna sound. You just have to have money on the side to push your business. It's like any business owner.
Yes.
You are your own business. That's the
Mhm.
difference. You don't have a facility. You don't have technically you don't have a service. You are the business.
Yes.
So you need to operate correctly. You need to make sure if you don't have a job, get a job on the side.
Yes.
Unfortunately,
that's true. You gotta
like
support your vision.
I have a job on the side.
You do.
Not currently right this second, but I normally do.
Oh.
I've always worked a 9 to 5.
Really?
Yeah, just like remote. I used to work for soccer memorabilia before. Then I got into
He
insurance.
gets mad at me because I got a remote life too. He's mad.
Yeah.
Oh, you ain't really working. Like,
Yeah, he's-
No, you have to, you have to find a balance because otherwise, then how would I be able to push my music? How would I
Yes.
do all the stuff I do? I fund my career.
No
So yeah, so you have to fund your career, and then this is another thing I tell a lot of young artists coming up. I said, if you don't want to invest in yourself, why would anybody else?
Exactly.
And they stay stuck looking at me,
Yeah,
and I'm like, you
exactly.
can't blame no
Right,
one.
so true.
You have to invest in yourself and show people why they should want to
That
invest
worth.
in you. But the biggest issue is that even if they see the worth in you, but they realize you've never invested in yourself, that would be a red flag for them.
We're gonna take a quick
Right.
break. When we come back, I want to kind of dive in because I look at you as like the full package. You can do anything. I want to see what else is going on in Fina's brain and what she thinks about in the future. It's a lovely, super talented Fina. It's 9:50. Don't go nowhere.